Hi my loves, we want to look into the future of your love life. I've got 3 objects for you to choose from. The first one is a little perfume bottle. It's Marc Jacobs, by the way. Second one is a piece of glass from the sea. And the third one is an orange calcite. Please choose your object and your oracle card, and I see you in your reading. If you have chosen the little perfume bottle, this is your reading. Let's first check the oracle card. Waking the Lion. That's nice. Oh, that's a nice color coincidence. I haven't seen those yet. Very nice. Waking the Lion. So already I feel obviously Leo energy and also confidence and a surge in energy. Something's blossoming and blooming and waking up in a way. Stars align. See, there are some stars on the card. Yeah. Something's gonna shift and bloom. Good, let's see for you. What is happening in your connection? What is happening in your connection? What will happen in the next few months, weeks or months in your connection or with your crush, your partner? What is going to happen? The Sun, 7 of Swords, Judgment, Justice. There are German cards, so I need to find the right translation. It's not that difficult, but Justice and Judgment is a mix-up sometimes. All right, so I would say there's a light shining on something that was hidden before. It's this waking the lion. Something's coming out. Something is going to be very visible, very clear. And with justice, it's something that was not fair that will be put right. And also, it's about you deciding and making the right judgment of the situation. This person either doesn't know anything about you, they don't know you exist, or they try to get away with something. You know, something unfair. They try to steal. They took the fairness out of a situation that could have been fair. And you're this innocent little child on the white horse with all your positive energy, and you even bring the energy. You bring flowers, you bring happiness to this person, and they steal away from. See, there's the background of the justice and the flag is similar, so they're stealing something that should be right. They deliberately held back. If they know who you are, if you're in contact already. If not, you try not to, you almost tried not to, if it's just a crush, You might have tried not to make them know that you like them, but it will come out, and it's not a bad thing. Yeah, something comes to the light. Let's see what it is. What is this Seven of Swords? I want to use this deck to clarify. Seven of Swords. They walked away from something or someone. High Priestess and Seven of Swords again. Okay. So there's definitely something shifty going on. Something in secret. See, there's by night. They stole away from someone who might not have been. So in a way, you was a mistress. If you knew it, or if you maybe you knew it. Maybe you were aware of it, maybe not. Seven of Swords twice. That's like a big betrayal, and it could be that they are married, that they've been married, that you're the one who betrayed or tries to get away with something. The betrayal is a betrayal about a third party. The High Priestess is the mistress in this case. It's also the betrayal of your own intuition. You probably knew it. You still walk towards it. Maybe they walked away from you, or you walked away from them, and now they're trying to sneak back in, or the other way around. I feel the betrayal in this card is something different. This is someone who's got more of a smirky smile. They took all the swords. They just sneaked out of the tent, you know. They sneaked out by night and walked somewhere where they are happier, which was you. And here, you know, they left two swords standing. They weren't sure. Something they weren't sure about. They're more burdened in this. So the whole thing is a burden. Or has become a burden for them. And they don't know what to do anymore. The whole situation put them in a stalemate. They knew they had to walk away from this other connection. But something kept them there. Maybe they were married and they couldn't just easily get out, so they sneaked out. So definitely you made them happy. You were their wish fulfillment. If this doesn't resonate, if you don't think there's another person, please choose another reading. This is clearly a third party situation. Clearly, if it's still there or not anymore, I don't know. We might see a little later. I just see that there will be revelations. The truth has to come out. The truth will come out. So what's going on here? That doesn't look too good. It's very shifty, and from the thing that was fun at the beginning has become very serious, heavy matter over time. Okay, let's see about the future of this connection. What do they want? What do they want with you? What is happening here? And again, if you don't know about a third party, don't assume there is one. If you don't know by now, I don't think that you would have at least have an inkling or had proof of that already. So don't go and accuse someone from this reading, right? Doesn't have to be the case. If you're the only person in this person's life, then yeah. And if there weren't, if you didn't realize or notice a little shifty behavior, then this is not your reading. There's shiftiness all over the place. Six of Swords and the Tower. So I think they're trying to get away. They try to leave you behind, or they were thinking of leaving this situation. Something, maybe this came out, maybe everything came out, and that there was a big upheaval in this person's life. I do not think the Tower is you or is about you. I think the Tower is, they wanted to make up for it. And what happened was the breakdown of their relationship or of their marriage. Yeah, they tried to get away from something, but this getting away actually caused the breaking point, caused the whole situation to fall and crumble. And the Tower is something, you see, they tried to sneak away from a situation that didn't serve them anymore. There were still feelings, there were connections, but they wanted to go and follow their instinct and possibly come to you instead. But they never told you. I don't think they told you openly. I don't think there were real conversations happening. Then they might have tried to return and get their real connection or their marriage or whatever in order, but all that caused was the breakdown of it. It could also be that your connection made them aware that what they have and what they built on was not what they really wanted. They experienced real love with you, and they experienced someone emotionally more stable and more just a happy person. I don't think their person was a happy person. I think their person was, I feel this woman who is constantly nagging, who's not happy with their life, who is, I don't know why I said woman, sorry, it could also be a man. I feel this energy of someone constantly complaining, always the other people's fault when things go wrong, accusing, moaning, picking arguments, someone very unpleasant. I think they got away from someone or tried to get away from someone very unpleasant. And then they wanted to make it better, but it just caused the whole breakdown. But what is now happening with you two? That's the big question, right? So the Justice is here, so that means there will be, things will be put in order, but first this has to come out. And in this case, it could be that through all these conversations that might happen, I'll see it, but I think they will, the Six of Swords, calmer waters. But before they reach calmer waters, they first have to go through the big upheaval of the Tower. And that could also cause you two upheaval. If you realize, right? There's a little boxing match happening. I don't think the Tower is as substantial in your case. I just don't see it. I see this is in the other person's life. All right, let's now check for the outcome. What is going to happen in this connection in the future? What's going to happen with you? The Emperor. There will be structure after the fall. The Emperor after the Tower. So this person takes control of the situation. You take control over your life. It's like waking the lion. It's the Emperor is that. It's like fighting for justice in a way. And knowing your worth, knowing their worth. You could be fighting for this person, or this person is fighting for you. Who are you? Who are you? You are the sun. Who are you? If this person is... Let's take this deck in case you are the Emperor. Who are you? Who are you in this person's life? Seven of Pentacles. Someone who has put in a lot of work, who has been so patient with them, who's exhausted. You're exhausted now. They see you as something very valuable, something that will, or already, it's got so much value, and all the time they spent with you is very important. You're very important for them. And there's a Ace of Cups on the bottom. So I put it here and I pull one more card. Who are you for this person? You're very deserving of their love. I think in a way you caused this Tower by this person realizing that what they had was not what they wanted, because you just showed them there are other people in the world. Maybe they were used to these constant complainers and moaners, and so who are you for this person? Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups. That's beautiful. That's someone, that's a new beginning. You are the embodiment of new beginning, of passion, of love, of the sun, and Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups and waking the lion. It's just, you know, maybe they're a Leo and they never experienced really someone who made them feel like one, and maybe you are the one. I want to see the future of the connection, and I'm going to use the Lenormand with this. So this doesn't really tell me what is happening. There's just a tiny little thing in the back of my head that the Emperor could also mean he's going back being a husband. I don't really see that or feel that, but there is that with the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Wands and the secrets being heavy or becoming. Maybe they became heavy. Let's see. What is the future? 3 cards. What is the future of this connection? Woman, Moon, Fish, it's very still in flow. It will be a connection that is flowing, that is, I don't know, I can't tell. The moon is also a bit secretive during the night. There's a lot of flow and deep emotions. And the lady is you or them. It's very loaded of, there are feelings, definitely deep feelings. Will it be stable? It will be in flow. It's not the end, definitely not. We have a progression of 32 and 34 also, so I don't think it ends. The sun again, yeah, well, from another deck. I think there will be the moon and the sun. When I just said, and this is, the whole reading was about that, things are coming up, things are coming to the surface. The truth is coming out, even though there's no Ace of Swords. But I strongly feel Ace of Swords. I feel there's a truth bomb almost. And that is bringing stability and flow back. Happiness. It will be happier. It will be fair. Whatever that means. Maybe we are not supposed to know more. I get that feeling that this is all I can tell you by now, because this conversation has to take place and the truth has to come out in order to bring this in order. They know you are exhausted and you are hoping for a new beginning, so do they. I think this is renewing in a totally, completely different way. It's very emotional, yes. It's very in flow, it's very happy. Sun is illuminating. The sun is twice. The Seven of Swords is twice, but it comes out. Let's get an advice for you. I got away from if it's a crush and they don't know you and all that, because this is not about, I don't think this is about a crush. And if it is, then you will find out more about them. And there's a big chance of something starting. Maybe a little bit unconventional at first, but very happy. Yeah. Let's see your advice. TikTok. There's another hint that this has to happen first in order to give you more information. TikTok is also a little bit related to the Seven of Pentacles, which to me is patience. It needs some time. The things have to come out and be revealed, and there's a certain timeline that has to happen. And yeah, TikTok tells you also that everything happens at the right time anyway. You can't force, you can't push. Things will become more fair. Things will come out. Probably they might go through this breakup now, or this breakdown of their connection. They know you're there. They themselves have invested feelings. And there is a future. I don't see big love, but oh well, I see the beginning of love and passion. And where this leads to, we will see. There's the sun. Things will come out. Things will become clear. And yeah, I think that was all from me for today. That were all the messages. I hope it made sense to you and it helped. And I see you in my next reading. Bye. If you have chosen this glass from the sea glass, this is your reading. We've got a burst of magic. Beautiful card. I haven't seen these before. A burst of magic. That's promising. Let us see. Where is your connection heading? What is happening in the development of your connection over the next few weeks or month? What is the development? First card wanted to jump. Knight of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. And the Chariot. So I believe that there was a lot of determination, a lot of offering, trying to push. You tried to make it work in a way. You offered your pentacle again and again, every season, almost over years. And right now you're at a point where you feel betrayed, left out, and you think you cut off your feelings. You cut them off, or you are going to, you're on the way. You have been betrayed, or you feel that this is it. You're overthinking. You have sleepless nights. You have probably discussed a lot, and you're just fed up, and you're about to, or you are already cutting off your feelings, and you're defeated. In a way, you offered and tried, and you were patient. You were determined to make it work, but now you're at the point where you just have to pull back your energy. Then there's the Chariot, and this is almost like a burst of magic. That is almost like the initiation for this to move, to get going. It's this connection that gets finally the push by you disconnecting. And it is sometimes it is weird like that. The universe works like that. Or it's you finally storming off. Finally you understood your lesson. You're storming away. And I suspect, I obviously haven't drawn the cards yet, but I suspect you are definitely going into something new. A renewed or something new. Let's see, the cards will tell us. I think I want to confirm the Ten of Swords. or clarify, not confirm. I want to clarify the Ten of Swords. The Lovers, a decision. It's a decision you can't go on like that anymore. So yeah, the Lovers, decision about love. It's definitely disappointment. This is what you wanted and you didn't get it. It's also forgiveness. Let's see, let me go deeper and see. Let's go into the future a little bit. So the Chariot, what is it the future of this connection? Or once you cut off your feelings, you made a decision out of love. What is happening now? What is happening in this connection? Is it done or does it restart? High Priest, Seven of Cups. Many options what to do now. Many options. I think also you're aware of illusions, what you thought would be the case, what you thought would be true. The High Priest is playing by the book. It's marriage, is what works and what doesn't work. I think you understand what you want and that you can't get it. You didn't get the commitment that you was looking for. And you built this connection, or you build it on dreams. You dreamt this connection more than you really was in it. And you finally understood that it's not their fault. It was you imagining things. Getting the commitment was an illusion. That makes you now, that made you understand and walk away. You still want this. You still want this commitment. You're still hoping. It's still part of your wish is this person or someone else. So you really want this. You want commitment. But it's, yeah. It's the forgiveness. It's the knowing that it wasn't their fault. It wasn't their fault. It was more in your head. Seven of Swords. Feeling trapped in your thoughts. Not really being able to do what... You know, the Ten of Swords, and then you go back to the Eight of Swords. It's like you're afraid that you can't find this anymore. You ease the Ten of Swords pain, which is the end of a connection. You ease that with the Lovers. And you might turn to church, God, belief. Be careful not to get hung up in the illusion that there's nothing out for you. The Eight of Swords is, see, this person feels completely trapped, and in this case she is bound, this person in this picture. There's a pink castle in the background. It's like, it goes with the Seven of Cups. this person probably imagines it. The eyes are closed, so this person imagines the pink castle, like the person in the Seven of Cups is imagining all these scenarios. It's an illusion that it's not. But what is a burst of magic? What is the magic? What is the magic? Where do we go with the Chariot? Yeah, I think you didn't see that you thought that there would be commitment at some point if you just continue, if you just be good, if you just determined, offer your pentacle again and again. The Lovers, again the Lovers, again a decision. So what I get from here, the Lovers twice, there's always an angel. There will be another round, another decision. From this I see, once you cut off and once you say no more, I live my life, I go, this was an illusion, this was never meant to be, that is initiating the next push and a new round of decision. So a burst of magic is another go. When you thought doors are closed now because you closed them, you probably open up to another try. With this person or another, you try again. You will try again with this person or another. Maybe I can pull a card. Let's take this one. Let's pull a card on is it this person or another? How would I know? Let's see what the cards say. Maybe I get one card. High Priestess, you know exactly. You know if it's this person or if it's a new person. You know already. Whatever you know, ask yourself the first thing that comes to your mind. That is the magic. Lenormand. Let's get 3 cards for your connection with this person. What is happening here? What is happening? Burst of magic. Definitely the magic is a new spark. A new spark, more choices than you thought you had. Important message here. Connect to your inner wisdom and not to your inner fear. Do not think you're not good enough for anything or anyone. You know exactly, you know. Love, Cross, and Tower. Yeah, I think that's it is destined. It is destined, and I think from my first initial thoughts is this love is a burden or was a burden because the commitment isn't there or wasn't there. And the Tower is separation. The Tower is feeling lonely, even in this connection you would feel lonely. So for this connection, I would say it feels familiar. There's the lily on the bottom. It feels very familiar. It's physically, it's perfect. It could be also hot and cold, being all in, and it's the lovers twice. The lovers is decision. You couldn't decide, they couldn't decide. What do we want? Which way do we go? The chariot is pulling in both directions. Then there's the Seven of Cups, all these dreams, all these self-limiting beliefs and these dreams of things that could be. But this person is dreaming, they're not doing anything. They're just laying and dreaming. And this person, in the Eight of Swords, just stands there bound and not moving either. So both of these energies don't help deciding this is the energy you have to be in. The High Priestess, the High Priest and the High Priestess, it's connect to your guides. Connect to your guides. I circle back to this. And there is magic. There's something, some plot twist. What is the plot twist? Death and Ace of Cups. Let me get another one. And Ace of Wands. One on the Ace of Wands, just because I had the same order in the last reading and I wonder if they stuck there. Queen of Swords. There's transformation. There is definitely as soon as you get your intuition in check, as soon as you get clarity again after you cut off your feelings, you will get clarity again. You have to connect with the High Priestess energy, not with Seven of Cups, illusions, wishful thinking, not even manifesting in this case. Just stand on the ground, look at what's really happening. As soon as you do that, things will transform. The magic, the burst of magic is the transformation after the cut-off. The death is something dies. You cut off your feelings. This is also the cross. It's something. That's it. It's karma. It has to transform. Things have to change. I want to put two on here. Oh. Book and child. There is again, it is not clear, and we're not supposed to know. The books say no reveal about the new start. There will be a new start, but it's not, there is a burst of magic. You will end up in a relationship, in something new, renewed or something new. I can't tell you because the books almost say it's, yeah. As a reader, I'm not supposed to tell you. There's a secret about the new start. Yeah. But as soon as you get clarity and clear your mind, see the reality as it is, there is the change. There is the magic. It needs your clarity. It needs your it's almost counterintuitive to connect with your intuition to get clarity, but that's what it is. It goes both hand in hand here. Let go of limiting beliefs. Be aware that there are a lot of choices. There are choices twice. There are choices in the Seven of Cups. Yeah. This is destined very much. So you decide if you go another round with the same person or if you have a new start somewhere else. But the things are getting in motion as soon as the Death and the Ten of Swords, the end has to happen, cut off. And then it can restart in this or in another connection. All right, let's get an oracle for you. And I'm not supposed to tell you. Let's see. You know already. You're the High Priestess. Also the High Priest and the High Priestess. This is a very spiritual couple. And if you're more spiritual than your previous partner, it could be that there's someone else who is more on your level, but that's just if. All right, observer. Observer. Look at what's really happening. Don't dream. Don't, take the blindfolds off and look at the castle. Is it really pink? Or is it just the sun going down, making it pink? You need to take the blindfolds off in order to really see. You need to look up to see your choices, not only dream it, do it. Do something, go somewhere, and things have to end in order to restart. And yeah, switch on your logic thinking and take off the blindfolds. All right. Okay. That's all from me for today. I hope you liked the reading and I see you in my next one. Bye! If you have chosen the orange calcite, this is your reading and your oracle card is, it is what it is. I haven't seen them before either. It is what it is. All right. It is what it is. Okay, let's see what is happening in your connection over the next few months, few weeks. What is happening? What is going to happen with you and your person? What is happening? The World. Ace of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. All right, there's an ending or something has changed. There's an offer for a renewal, for something more substantial. No, it's more like you completed a phase in your connection. Maybe the talking stage, maybe you didn't want a connection, a deeper connection, and now there's the opportunity to make it into something more than it is. Yeah, that's what it is. There's a phase has ended or changed. Maybe you ended another connection and this is something completely new. However, this new beginning gives you sleepless nights for whatever reason. You're very worried. You are uncertain. Maybe you don't see the new beginning because it happens behind your back. It happens during the day. Yeah. You don't see it. You don't see it as a new beginning. Maybe you see the ending of it, but it's just a circle. Just one natural cycle ending. There's hope, there's an initiation, there's an offer. Yeah, like I said, it gives you sleepless nights. It makes you insecure. 8 of Pentacles. And 2 of Cups. By the way, if you're looking for work and you are worried, you will get a contract and you will find work that you really like. Okay, that's a side note. As in a connection or your connection, there is an offer from someone new or like a natural cycle in this connection. And it's for something very, very stable and tangible. Someone wants to put the work in. Someone wants to see there's the pentacle, and this person has worked on the pentacle and now offering it. Put a lot of effort already. I think that's something that is already longer standing, because you see when they offer the one pentacle with the Ace of Pentacles, that's one that they worked on, but the 7 that they already did, where they already put work in, they're up there. So I think it's something that is longer standing. That's just for the relationship, right? Forget the job for now. And yeah, they're willing to work on this connection and offer. This is a love connection. This is something from the past. I don't know where the fear comes from, or the sleepless nights. I have no idea. Maybe you're not aware that this is happening. I clarify. I need one more card. One more card, one more message. What is happening in this connection? Is this it? 3 of Wands. Yeah. It's stabilizing and it's looking into the future. It's an offer of love, an offer of reciprocation, an offer of working together, building a connection, a relationship. And 3 of Wands is, yeah, looking into the future. Making future plans also. So that's a really good offer. I don't know why this is giving you headaches or nightmares. The only thing I can imagine is you're not sure. With the 3 of Wands, sometimes you're at the shore and you, as the person in the card, stands at the shore, is looking out for their ships to come in. Maybe you are not so sure if this is worth another round. Or you don't see this coming. What is it? Give me one card maybe to clarify the Nine of Swords. Why the fear? The Devil. And Nine of Swords again. Right. Oh, this always happens. I love the tarot. Yeah. Devil and Nine of Swords. This could be an addiction to worry. This could be an overthinking mind. This a one-on-one connection could bring you into the mindset of constant worry, and it's to me this looks very much like dismissive, avoidant, or any avoidant attachment style would act if real love is on the table. There's a real opening, there's a real offer of a connection. The other person wants to build, wants to work on it, offers you the cup, is mirroring your energy and your love, and you worrying here, overthinking, sleepless nights. So I need some advice. I need an advice. What are we gonna do with this? What are you supposed... It is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe it says that this is true, this is real. You don't need to be afraid. Sun, dog, child. Lovely energies, friendship, happiness, new beginning. Everything is fine, but the worries. I can only imagine that you have never been in a really good, healthy relationship, or you are so used to this person not meaning it, or any person for that matter not meaning it, that you just caught into this cycle of not wanting to take it. This is a good connection. This is a good offer. If this person is not a good person, then this is not the connection that is here. Maybe you suffered in your past and you're afraid of things repeating. There's a repetition of the Nine of Swords. So you might be worried things are turning toxic again. Being in a dependency, interdependent with other people. This is maybe you're hyper independent, and this is worrying you. This is scary for you. This is a good connection, you know. Maybe you take it as something new. It is what it is. Nothing's hidden. Nothing's sneaky. The sun is here. Everything is open. There's faithfulness, there's new beginning, there's childlike innocence, nothing hidden. It's a beautiful reading. It is what it is. It's really true. Yeah, maybe this is also self-sabotage. You might know that if it's a good thing, you might want to break it. But there's so much, there are good vibes from the Lenormand, and they're normally very hammer on the head. Yeah, trust it. Let's see, I need an advice. This is a shorter reading, but I think this is so clear. Everything is so clear. Try not to sabotage it. Try not to get wrapped up in worries and overthinking, and take things as they seem to be. Breathe. See, it is what it is. Breathe. It's the opposite of Nine of Swords. This is someone breathless, sleepless. This is breathe. Be in the moment. Do not, the future looks great. The future looks golden. It looks golden and yellow, and there's the sun, and yeah, breathe. Don't take things, don't worry. It really tells you to take things. In this case, there's no, yeah, it's a good one. Whatever is here, it's a good connection, and it won't end up like the ones before, as long as you don't sabotage. If you feel like you want to lash out, or you get into your old, maybe you are very jealous, or you're just frightened and you want validation, confirmation all the time, try to learn to control this urge to push and prod, and to fall into these behaviors that in the end would damage the relationship. Very important messages here. Very, very important. It is what it is. It's a faithful person, it's an innocent person, and it's a happy person that you're dealing with. They want to put the work in, they offer you something real, and it's got long-term potential. Just to be clear, if you know this person isn't good for you and you have a history, then this is not your reading and this is not your message. Obviously, always listen to your intuition. All right, I hope you liked the reading, and I see you in my next one. Bye.